Okay, in this video I'm going to show you another one of the changes that's happened recently with the program. In an earlier video when we were building a gauge layout, I mentioned that it is important to decide what order you want your gauges to appear in the .csv file. I find that useful, but maybe you're not interested in having it be in some sort of order, or you won't be looking at the .csv. But because of that, one thing that Morris added is when you're in your gauge layout screen and you have a saved layout, the upper right hand corner, if you hit menu, you see now that there is a selection for set CSV order. If you select that, you'll get a pop-up window that you can adjust the order of the gauges that you've added to your layout. And this will be the order that they appear in the .csv file. Now you want to be sure that you only do this resorting after you've added all of the gauges that you want in your layout. If you add a gauge afterwards, or you delete a gauge, that might mess this up. So do your final sorting after you've got your display screen the way you want it to appear. In this case, I had added some things together already. So you can see when I added my timing retards, RET 1 through 4, I did add them right after each other. But had they got changed around, you could resort. One thing that's important, if you're going to use your data logs to try and adjust your pumping efficiency curve in MPTune, then you're going to need to upload a CSV file that has the vehicle speed, the RPM, and the map sensor readings. So it's easier to clip them out of a .csv file if they're all together. In this case, on the screen, you can see that map 3 bar is down near the bottom. I'm going to highlight that, and then I'm going to just simply use the buttons to indicate up or down to move it where I want it. And I want to put it right under RPM. So I'm just going to toggle that up until it's right under RPM. And you can see how everything else just got displaced down. So this will be a real easy way to resort your .csv file order and to get it in the order that you want. If you're building a gauge layout and you forget a gauge, you don't have to worry about the order anymore. You can always come in here and just change it. Once you hit close, it's going to give you a pop-up prompt. Save CSV field order, the changes that you made, and you confirm that. And now that is your new .csv order when you do a log and you convert the file to a .csv. Now in this case, I believe that there are some items that are below what you can see on the display. So I'm going to see if I can scroll down. So if you just drag, you can get to the bottom of the list. In this case, the last sensor that I added was knock voltage. Now my knock voltage, I usually like it to precede my timing retards. It's all personal preference. It doesn't matter. No one's going to be grading you on this. So I'm just going to bring the knock voltage and put it just before my first timing retard for cylinder 1. And the other thing that I also like to have around that area is the advance. Now advance, I like to be right in that same area as the timing retards. And I think in this case, I'm going to put it in between, I'm going to put it right before the knock voltage. Okay. And turbo flags, That's the bit for the turbo flags that include the staging limiter and rev limiter and all that. That is usually the last thing or near the last thing on my .csv, so I put that on the end. I don't know if there's anything else that I want to sort. Maybe I'm going to put my TPS a little higher also. In this case, I moved it too far because I don't want it to go in between that. I'm going to put it right after the map sensor reading. And the AFR wideband, I think I'm going to keep that with my map sensor also. So vehicle speed, RPM, map sensor reading, AFR wideband, TPS voltage, coolant, advanced, knock voltage, my timing retards for the cylinders, injector pulse width, and turbo flags. That's my new order. Close, and that now it's saved. So when we work with this layout, installing the device on the car and taking some logs, we'll work with this very same layout. And I can illustrate what a log is going to appear like as we're recording, and then how you would download and transfer the files. Again, save your work, and we'll discuss more in the next video.